Dear brothers, I am 6 months pregnant.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So many people in my life, whether they have kids or not, keep giving me advice, and I hate it. How can I politely, or not so politely, tell them I don't want their opinion? That's from Preggers on the Pacific Coast.
You just gently rub your stomach and say, I'm ignoring you for 2.
I should just, I should just ask my wife. I don't know. She should be the one. This should be my brother, and Sydney and me.
Yeah, I'm sure she's getting like, you gotta rub oatmeal on your tummy and your underarms. Like, shh.
Can we just get her real quick, and then she could just fill this one for me? She can pinch hit.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on one second.
Hi, how are you guys?
Oh,
Hi,
so good.
Zed.
How are you? How's the baby?
So far, so good. I can feel her kicking a lot more now.
That's weird. Is it rude if I ask if you're showing? I forget where you are.
Oh no, I am. I'm over 5 months now, so
Yeah.
Have people
I'm
started
sure.
awkwardly touching your stomach without permission?
all the time.
Awesome.
It's terrible.
Totally great.
So this person's saying they're 6 months pregnant, so a bit more pregnant than you.
Not that it's a competition.
Not that it's a competition, but this person's winning. Maybe pick up the pace.
Okay, I'll try to rush her along.
And they hate getting the advice from people, and they want to know how they can politely turn it down. How much of this shit do you have to eat every day?
A lot, which is surprising because you'd think that like it'd be limited somewhat by the fact that I'm a doctor. and
Right,
I
that's a
deliver
thing.
babies.
Right, like you are at a place I think where babies happen a lot all the time.
Yeah.
There are a lot
Constantly.
of babies happening, and so like I would assume that there's like a lot of people like, let me tell you what I did. But like you went to school for like 100 years, you know everything about every physiological issue ever. How can
Yes.
somebody have the hubris to be like, let me tell you one thing you didn't know about babies: don't shake them shits. Like I super know that.
Well, I think it's one of those things where every woman thinks, and maybe I should say rightfully so, once they've been through it, once they've been through the whole, 40 weeks of pregnancy and then the labor process, that they have earned the right to tell everybody else how to do it. And I think it's well intentioned. I mean, most of the advice I get is from women who are
Nobody maliciously is like, just do it in a toilet.
I think they really think like, oh, this will really help her out. This will really. I bet she doesn't know that she's gonna get nauseous. I'll tell her about it.
Has anyone given you advice that you were like, oh shit, that's tight? Yeah, great. I'm gonna do that.
I didn't know about actually. I don't know if it's sort of advice, kind of a tip. You and Rachel gave me that snoogle.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that existed.
Well, I mean, that's sort of like my whole game now is all about maximizing my sleeping structures.
I'm sorry. I'm going to need someone to clarify for me what a snoogle is.
It's like this giant pillow, like this long worm-like pillow that kind of coils up, and you can just wrap yourself like completely in it when you sleep.
What?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's basically every sort of human invention and like thing that we have as a species have like figured out has culminated in the snoogle, because it really takes your sleeping game. Can I ask you a question, Sydney? Because you are now far more experienced with the snoogle than I am. Is it weird if I get one, even though I am not now, nor will I ever be pregnant?
I think it's fine because I fully intend to continue to sleep with this after I am no longer pregnant.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Excellent.
But most of the advice I get is not as helpful as the snoogle.
Well, no, because that's actionable stuff. It's like if every piece of advice I got came with a hammock, I'd be like, tight. Yes, I will take that. I will make my pizzas with a pizza stone. Thank you for the advice and the hammock.
No, a lot of people want to give me advice about what they ate to like keep them from being nauseous. I found that's the most common advice, and I keep telling people like, "Oh, I'm not really nauseous anymore."
Thanks, just Tina's pizzas is like basically it. Thank you though.
I just want pizzas, and then a lot of people want to tell me about how I'm not going to sleep.
You say you see my snoogle, motherfucker?
This is why it always seems to me like the advice is like a Schadenfreude kind of thing, where it's like, well, you're not going to sleep. You're going to puke a lot. You might poop yourself. It's like, it always is like this. It never sounds helpful to me.
You never know how bad it's going to be. Listen, here. You think you know some shit? You don't know shit. It's going to be so much worse.
That's exactly what it is. That's what people just want to tell you how bad things are going to get. And I don't know. I don't know what
But
that
at the end,
is.
but at the end, you don't sleep ever again.
Yeah.
After it, you don't sleep ever again.
But they always cap it off with the same thing. Whatever terrible thing they've told you, you're going to never sleep, you're going to get puked all over, it's going to be awful. Then they say, oh, but it's all worth it.
It's all so much worth it.
It's so worth it. It's like, well, yeah, I freaking hope so. Or at this point, even if it's not, I'm kind of in too deep.
Yeah.
I've committed myself.
Yeah, we're just going for it. So, if all else fails, this works for me. I just say, ooh, I've got to go pee again and walk away.
Nice.
You are not going to be able to play that smoke bomb card for much longer. You need to savor it while you can.
There you go.
I try to do that same thing now, and people just look at me like I'm disgusting. I'm gonna go pee.
I got to pee later.
Now, see, in pregnancy, you got to revel in that. Oh, I've got to pee again. And everybody always understands it.
Everyone's like, get out of our way! Get out of the way!
And then it's adorable, too. Oh, she's got to pee again. Oh.
Aww. Because there's a baby in there.